2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We're the land of the free.
Off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away. Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. And on tap tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burt, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. DA, take it away.
In the last few years, we've seen league-wide scoring surge in the NBA. Now, many credit years of defensive rules changes, such as limiting hand-checking on and off the ball and getting rid of contact in the paint. Now, everyone isn't pleased with these changes. Some say defense is no longer allowed, but a higher pace of play, more efficient shot selection, and lots of threes also play a role. Most fans aren't complaining. Kevin?
It sure is fun to watch, DA. Thank you. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Doncic.
He's been playing a much bigger role in their offense over the past 5 games. It comes across in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Dallas, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Curry and Doncic, the guard pair. And it's Finney-Smith in at small forward.
And obviously, Doris, last year was a rough one for the Cavs. But if you're searching for bright spots, they did play fairly disciplined basketball.
I think you're right, Greg. When you think of all the new faces, they were only 9th in the league in turnovers, 6th in personal fouls. They didn't give a ton away, but the problem is they couldn't create much on the offensive end.
Here's Dallas. Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. Powell, the pass to Finney-Smith. Garland with the rebound. And that Dallas will retain possession. Doncic. The layup's good off the glass.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
Thompson outside. The 3. The shot by Sexton, no good. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Heat and Mike Doncic.
This incredible Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
Now, here's Garland, guarded by Curry. Now, here's Garland. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And here in the first 2 minutes play, here's Doncic. Softly drops in the floater. Doncic has got 6.
There is this fundamental confidence to what Luka does, and those difficult floaters, no problem.
Garland kicks to Love. Pass to Garland. Cleveland the rebound. Now, here's Sexton. There's the pass to Garland. From deep 3-point range, he can't hit that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way.
Yeah, trying to get going an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Love against Curry. To Finney-Smith. Now, Doncic really played well in that last game against Golden State. Oh, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
This is a smart kid who works hard, right? I mean, Powell draws the foul, gets to the line. Nicely done, young man.
A live body off the bench. Dwight Powell gives you productive minutes.
He does, Kevin, and that's most reflected in the plus-minus when you look at his stats. This is a guy who hasn't averaged a ton of minutes, but he scores and he defends at a high level when he's given those minutes.
The free throw drops for Powell. Doris, early on, every team trying to establish a winning attitude. And now you find out if that can carry through the rigors of an entire regular season.
No doubt, Kevin. I think if you can establish some winning early, that can go a long way toward building momentum, building confidence, especially if you have a young team or if you're a veteran team who has aspirations to be champions. So much at stake early.
Good point.
Well, you think the ownership style of the Mavericks, something the league had to adjust to. Very active, very outspoken. Sometimes I think that rubbed people the wrong way. But now you get the sense it's almost the new normal.
Here's Doncic, following the basket by Kevin Love. Curry passes to Porzingis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Mavericks, we know, have been trendsetters, investing in development and in technology.
Kevin, they have always been on the cutting edge of data collection and then using that data to give them a competitive advantage. When you're in a business, it's always about what's next? How can I be better?
That free throw good from Porzingis. And the Cavaliers this summer selecting point guard Darius Garland with the 5th overall pick. The second-year man, Colin Sexton, already on the roster. Greg, how do you see the fit between these two players?
Well, I mean, both are 6'2". The questions will come at the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, both show great promise as shooters, very scoring-minded guards, reminiscent possibly of a Lillard-McCollum pairing for the Blazers, which could be a roadmap for the Cavs. Well, so much of the last few seasons have been lost time for Kristaps Porzingis. That AC injury and then working back from it in the 2019 campaign, never an easy road to start it.
Bricks leading by 7. Curry deciding where to go with it. Passes to Doncic. Over Garland. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Greg, with all the time that Porzingis has missed, it's easy to forget just how dominant he is when he's healthy.
KP is one of the few game-changing talents in our league. He can carry an offense and boost an entire team's defense with his presence on the floor.
Doncic, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Sexton. Powell pulls it in. Outside Curry. Porzingis trying to get free. And the basket by Curry.
This guy's a really clever penetrator. You have to be aware of Seth Curry's craftiness on the drive.
Garland, the pass to Love. Here's Garland. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Doncic with it. Outside, Porzingis. Over Love. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Boy, how pretty is that at 7'3"? Kristaps Porzingis knows he can get his shot anytime he wants.
Now, here's Garland. He's guarded closely. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Throw good, Garland.
And in their history, the Dallas Mavericks have never moved up in the draft, and they needed to do so this summer
to keep their pick.
Well, you think about it, Greg, they went into it with a little over a 26% chance to move up into the top 4. That did not happen. The Hawks collecting that 10th pick from the Luka Doncic trade.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Sexton following the score by Dallas. With the shot. And another miss by Cleveland.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Outside Curry. Pass to Doncic. The shot's good. Doncic has got 8.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And here is Garland. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Osman. Oh, Nance in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, that's the nose for the basketball. Larry Nance, my goodness, what hops on that young guy.
Curry kicks to Powell. And the pass to Porzingis. Outside Curry. Doncic outside. Launches a 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight. Now, here's Sexton. Guarded by Doncic. Sexton's shot is good.
Man, that's a big-time fearless move from Colin Sexton. Put it home, young sir.
Doncic outside. Over Sexton. Nance with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Doncic with the steal. At the top of the key, Curry. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Garland, the pass to Love. 3-pointer. The shot off that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Now, you don't like to count on points from your reserves, but they had some hot hands coming off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
5 to shoot. Here's Porzingis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Porzingis has got 6 points.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Shot from 12. Here's Nance. Porzingis with the block.
Great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
Now, here's Doncic. 11 points in the game. Pass to Curry. Outside, Porzingis. Off target with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Passes it to Garland. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Jackson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Doncic. And it's Wright in for Seth Curry. Cleveland also making some changes. Porter's checked in for Osman. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Colin Sexton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Garland. And that one's good by Porter. And it's Wright with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. 13-point lead. Outside Hardaway. And Wright, here we go. Porter with a block. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Mavericks now. Porzingis finds Jackson. Back to Porzingis. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Nance. Here's Porter. Nails it from the high post. Porter's got his second bucket tonight. Dallas leading by 11. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Wright. And there's the pass to Kleba. Jackson against Porter. Just 5 to shoot. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good.
So how about the Cavaliers head coach John Beilein making his NBA debut after 27 seasons as a college basketball coach? Think back to his time at Michigan, the first back-to-back 30-win seasons in school history. This is an excellent hire for Cleveland.
Porter, no luck. Dallas is gone, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Porter with a block, and that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Porzingis. Kleba kicks to Hardaway. Look, no good with the triple. And Doris, isn't it interesting? Coach John Beilein has never, at any level, been an assistant coach.
No, but he has made his way through the ranks, going from high school to junior Division III, Division II, and then right up through the ranks of Division I. So now makes the final leap to the NBA. Cool is that, Kev?
Porter. And it's good, 2 points.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here is Porter. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Here's Love, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
From the moment he entered the league, Kevin Love has been one of the top offensive rebounders in the NBA. Simply tenacious.
A wide open look here for Wright. Misses the wing J. The Cavaliers trail by 11. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
It's Jackson with the drive, and it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And he makes that one. Here's Brunson with 1 on the clock. And so it's Dallas, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And playing at the center as opposed to his customary power forward position. Not Kevin Love's preference, but he accepts the role and the challenge.
The adjustment for me has just, having to play, dynamic 5s, stretch 5s, guarding that position, being in a lot more pick and rolls, being heavily involved on the offensive side in pick and rolls.
The league in general, GA, going smaller. Love finding himself more and more moving up to the 5.
Yeah, he can certainly rebound at that position, and his perimeter shooting at the 5 makes him a tough cover.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Wright. Hardaway is out there with Jackson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Kleba in at the center. Now, here's Porter. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Porter's got 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Wright. Shot clock at 5. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know what, Greg? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
Here's Wright. Larry Nance making his last shot. Brunson scanning the floor. Back to Wright. From past the arc, Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Cleveland. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
Yeah, if they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. That free throw good from Nance. Doris, great scoring is often reliant upon great footwork. And we hear coaches, don't we, talk about that all the time?
We really do, Kev. You look at a guy like Cairo at the point guard position as one of the great scorers. He's a clutch shooter. He doesn't go to the free throw line a lot, and it's because he's so elusive. Can finish left and right, puts a lot of English on his shots. DeMar DeRozan gets separation with incredible footwork, and maybe the best in the league right now in terms of his footwork. That tap dancing James Harden, which is just nearly impossible to check.
Oh, I love those names, and you're so right. And it's fun to watch. What a skill. Mavericks leading by 3. Runs in the pass to Wright. Dallas moving the ball around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy, see the ball go through the net.
Now here is Hardaway. Larry Nance unable to get his shot to go. Wright against Clarkson. Wright looking around. The feed to Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jackson's got his second bucket. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Wright. Runs in the pass to Wright. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the team's scoring leaders. The Mavericks 4th.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play. And when you look at the Cavs last season, Doris, a very young team after having been the oldest team in the league the prior season.
And Greg, it makes sense, doesn't it? You're trying to develop players, whether it's for your team or to try to put together a trade package in the future. You're hoping ultimately to gain value through that process and through the draft, but it takes time.
Free throw drops for Wright.
We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
And so Wright nails both of them. And Doris, those blood tests you were talking about, always subject to player permission. They want to honor player privacy.
I think you have to, Kevin, and most of the Mavs have embraced it. These tests have the ability to measure almost 50 biomarkers. As an athlete, you're always trying to stay in peak form. As an organization, you're always trying to manage appropriately their workloads.
Now here's Wright after Colin Sexton's miss. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength through the contact.
The Mavericks shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Garland, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Free throw drops for Wright. You and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, obviously, you're going to have two goals. Instead of one championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too. I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back. Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Sexton. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, Sexton showing that he's more than just a jump shooter. Very comfortable on the interior against size.
Right outside. Here's Doncic. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Doncic has got 13.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Inside. Banked in off the glass. 15 points in the game.
Luka Doncic has superstar written all over him. He's cooking.
Here's Sexton. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Selected with the 8th pick back in the 2018 draft, Colin Sexton, the main reward for the Cavs, Greg, after the Kyrie Irving trade.
Sexton wearing the same number 2 jersey as Irving doesn't feel the need to measure up to expectations created by Kyrie. Cavs fans, though, hope he does.
And the free throw, no good.
When you think back to LeBron's last year in Cleveland, one wonders how differently it may have turned out if Kyrie was there with him.
Well, you think back, Greg, Isaiah Thomas was never healthy. He had been a recent All-Star with another team. They were counting on his quickness and his scoring. But through it all, the Cavaliers reached the NBA Finals. Just another testament to the talent and the leadership that LeBron gives you.
Here's Wright, following the basket by Colin Sexton. Doncic dishes to Wright with the teardrop, and the shot goes in. Wright's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Here's Osman, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 4 on the clock. From deep, hits the three-point bomb.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Right, the pass to Finney-Smith. Pulls up, high post, and he hits the jump shot. Finney-Smith's got his first points of the night.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Mavericks leading by 7. Pass to Porzingis. Feeds it to Doncic. The shot from the low post is good. Doncic has got 17 now.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 8. Thompson finds Sexton. Mavericks with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And Doncic, here we go, in the dunk by Doncic.
If he sees a lane to the rim, Doncic will capitalize. Nice drive.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game, and don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
With some changes. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber, and it's Seth Curry in for DeLon Wright. And Cleveland with a change here too. Love's checked in. Cleveland moving the ball around. Now here's Garland, guarded by Kerr. Offensive rebound. Thompson dishes to Garland. Another shot. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Nancy's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Mavericks leading by 11. Doncic, bounce pass. Here's Finney-Smith taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Doncic, no good. Well, Cleveland shooting 43% from the field. Osman, the pass to Sexton. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Doncic, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's Garland. That one off the back iron and out.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Now, here's Doncic, defended by Sexton. Good work there as it goes. And that's 21 points for Luka Doncic.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And Nance kicks to Osman. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his 1st foul of the game. And here's Love for 3. Powell pulls it in. He's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the paint. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well.
You know, what I love about Larry Nance Jr.? This guy came into the league as a tremendous athlete, but his skill set just keeps improving. The passing, the shooting, I love it.
Here's Finney Smith, 5 points in the game. Here's Doncic, and he banks in the layup. Doncic has got 23 points.
Just another way, Luka Doncic is such a tough cover. This guy's knack for getting into the painted area and converting both easy shots and contested shots.
Now, here's Clarkson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami. And a quality defender. Larry Nance doesn't need Doris the ball to impact the game.
No doubt, Kevin, because he's willing to rebound the ball out of his area. He's willing to be a high motor guy on the defensive end. His activity is always a big lift to this team.
Nance against Doncic. Over Nance. That one wide left. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Porzingis with the steal. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Yep, that one goes in there. Curry's got his third basket of the night.
I think this is someone you have to account for in transition. Seth Curry does a great job getting into open space.
Clarkson finds Nance. Back to Clarkson. Passes it to Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Nance. Porzingis with the block. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Finney Smith, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
He's off on the first. And the Mavericks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Colin Sexton. And he sinks the second.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Clarkson dishes to Nance. Nice D from Porzingis.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Outside Curry. Now Brunson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be right back after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 23 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
And we're seeing there's a certain it factor for Luka Doncic. His supreme confidence in himself, the terrific floor leader, he's turned a lot of people into believers in a very short time.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
Oh, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He had a fast of the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Tipping off the second half, here's John Beeline's 5. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Nance in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Finney-Smith, 6 to shoot, outside Curry. No good on the triple. And Love's got the ball here for Cleveland. They trail by 14. Here's Garland, a slam dunk by Garland.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Now here's Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Now here's Garland, guarded by Curry. Here's Osman. Drills it from outside. Osman's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
It always helps to have a big who is willing to find open teammates. Larry Nance proving how unselfish he can be.
How? That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Love. Pass to Sexton. Over Doncic. The shot by Sexton, no good. Dallas leading by 11. Poked away and stolen by Sexton. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Curry with it. He's got 8. Doncic outside. Thompson comes with the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here's Cleveland. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Garland, the pass to Sexton. Here's Garland, guarded by Doncic. Clock at 6. Here's Sexton, and with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Sexton's got 12 in the game. Curry kicks to Finney-Smith. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside Curry for the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, you cannot let Seth Curry have room to shoot on the perimeter. You are asking for trouble.
The pass to Osman. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts. Well, not an easy act to follow if you're Cedi Osman, right? You are taking over for LeBron James, one of the greats in the game, but I love his confidence.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And the 31st pick back in 2015, Osman, a do-it-all energy type of player, Doris.
Yeah, he was one of LeBron's favorite teammates when he led the Cavs. They trained together all summer. No better role model for Cedi than perhaps the best player in NBA history.
Hardaway, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Pass to Sexton. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Boy, Colin Sexton is just so young, so energetic. This guy taking over right now.
Outside Curry. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, the young bull, Colin Sexton, getting a lot of playing time in his rookie season. Allowed him to play through his mistakes, and that's what you hope for coming in.
And even as the Cavaliers lagged at the very bottom of the standings, Greg, Sexton publicly described the season as fun. Would that bother you as a veteran?
Losing seasons, they suck. I mean, no other way to put it. I think he cares about winning, but keeping that positivity is probably the best approach.
Free throw good, Sexton. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. Great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durants, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the inside. Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Up top, Porter, guarded by Jackson. The feed to Love. Pulls up, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Two on the clock. There's Garland. Goes back up. Love trying to break loose. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Doncic outside. Passes it to Hardaway. It's off his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. Here's Jackson, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Porter against Hardaway.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
And with that, the Maverick lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Porter.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammates. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Now here is Hardaway. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And so, Sexton will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Porter at the elbow. He feeds it to Love. The tray, and another three for Cleveland.
And Kevin Love knows his role so well. This guy is always looking to find space and spread the court with his ability to knock down shots.
Now, here's Doncic. 27 points for him.
Luka drive, and he does it all with great flair.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
The first free throw is good.
And I think for Luka Doncic, one thing he showed right away is he was prepared to be an NBA player. And the fact of the matter is he could be an all-star for a long time moving forward.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Clarkson, he's checked in for Sexton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Garland. And he makes both free throws. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. 4-point game. Now here is Dellavedova. He's covered closely. Outside Porter. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 7th assist in the game. For Dallas, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far. Wright, the pass to Doncic. Back to Wright. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Wright's got his third bucket of the night.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Love kicks to Porter. Love against Jackson. There's Porter with the three. Resets for the Cavaliers. Outside Hardaway. And the shot is good. And it's a 5-point Dallas lead.
And of the last 6 baskets have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Tipped away. And Cleveland with another turnover here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department. The Mavericks 4th.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Now here's Wright. He's got 9. To the middle, stolen by Thompson. Now Cleveland moving it up. Clarkson's running, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Luka Doncic. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. Free throw good. Porter. Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for Dallas. Mavericks leading by 4. Wright outside. Jackson looking around. Pass to Brunson. Lets it go from 14. And another basket for Dallas.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Now the pass to Thompson. Clarkson against Hardaway. Back to Thompson. It's tipped. Wright against Porter. Wright, the pass to Brunson. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm...
Just checked in for the Cavaliers. Mavericks have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. And he makes the first. And so Wright nails both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Dellavedova scanning the floor. A floater. A wide open look for Love. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. 11 points for Love.
Kevin Love specializes in finding the open space on the floor. Pays off with a nice catch and shoot.
Dallas moving it around. Pass to Brunson. The three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Clarkson's got 8 points.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Dellavedova finds Love. Back to Dellavedova. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Porzingis is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Cleveland. Here's Kleba. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Misses off the right iron.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 8, and Jackson gets it to go.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now here's Dellavedova. Brunson covering. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Jordan Clarkson showing the ability to put the ball on the deck and make a play.
Occupying that instant offense role, Doris, Jordan Clarkson able to get his shot anytime.
No doubt, Kevin. He's a little bit of a streaky scorer. The challenge is on the defensive end. That's where he has to really improve if he's going to stay on the floor and impact winning.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jackson. And Curry subbed in for DeLon Wright. Free throw good. Clarkson. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
Now here's Curry. 11 points in the game. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
My goodness, how good is the balance of Seth Curry? Welcomes the challenge of converting through contact. That's pretty.
Down low. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to 6. That one coming from Dellavedova.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Brunson the pass to Powell. Here's Porzingis. Pass to Finney-Smith. The shot missing. Cavaliers go the other way with it. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clarkson kicks to Dellavedova. Oh, Nance in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
This is what Larry Nance brings to the table. Physical ability, versatility, commitment to getting better.
Clarkson against Curry. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
The free throw drops for Curry.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Seth Curry has found his footing in this league. He gains more and more confidence every year.
Out to the wing, and there's the call on Cedi Osman. That'll be his second foul of the game. The free throw drops for Powell.
I think Powell is an exciting prospect, has a phenomenal understanding of the game. I think he'll make big improvements with time.
Eight seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Porzingis. Just 3 on the clock. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Well, such an active defensive player. Larry Nance Jr. makes the offensive player work.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Inside at the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Jalen Brunson out there with Curry. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Now here's Porzingis over Nance. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Well, Kristaps Porzingis has any number of tools on the offensive end, but a nice high percentage look there.
Now here is Dellavedova. D right on him. He kicks it to Clarkson. Shot from 16. The offensive rebound. And it's Love missing.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot.
It's good.
Oh, I love
Cavaliers trail by 7. Nance outside. Now here is Dellavedova. Brunson covering. Shots good by Clarkson.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Outside Curry. To the inside and stolen by Love. Oh, Nance in position. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Finney-Smith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He misses the free throw. Doncic is checked in for Jalen Brunson. Sexton, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Garland comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. And the second free throw, good.
Well, the critical free throw was the one to make it a 2-possession game, and he got it.
Love outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Powell with the steal. Fast break Dallas. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 31.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Here's Osman. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Powell, the pass to Finney-Smith. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Boy, the shot mechanics are just beautiful to watch. Kristaps, because you cannot give him space.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on John Beeline's huddle with his team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Here's Offman, and the jam by Larry Nance.
Well, you've got to be decisive in your movements in the pick and roll, and Mr. Nance Jr. does exactly that.
Curry. The pass to Doncic. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, there's reach, there's wingspan, and there's a knack for understanding where it's coming off. This is a very difficult thing to keep Porzingis off the window.
Now, here's Garland. To Osman. With some arc. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the first one at the line is good. So he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Sexton.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Here's Finney-Smith. And here is Doncic. No good from outside. Now, here's Garland. Tight defense on him. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And good that time.
Anticipating before the play can happen, Luka Doncic gets the break started.
Garland, the pass to Love. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Pass to Garland. Now Love. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. It's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
Well, they are daring him to miss.
And the rejection by Love.
Well, Kevin Love, such a smart defender. Send it back.
Mavericks making a switch here. Kleba's checked in. And stolen by Sexton. Now Kleba moving it up. The wide open look here for Garland. Gets an open look and hits.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
High arcing shot. Curry, good.
I think he's adding more toughness to his game, and it's great to see Seth Curry stick with it and finish strong.
Deciding where to go with it. Porzingis with the block. Glove. Left side Curry feeds to Doncic. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 6th assist on the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now, here's Sexton. Guarded by Doncic. Back to Sexton. Nance outside. Clock at 6. Now, here's Garland. He's tightly guarded. Count the basket. And that's 18 points for Larry Nance.
You have to do more than that against Larry Nance Jr. This guy is no stranger to physical contact.
Here's Smith. Pass to Porzingis. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Porzingis has got 11 in the second half.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Here's Osman. It's deflected. Now here's Curry. Shoots over Garland. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, as reliable as it gets from the mid-range. Seth Curry very good at finding those opportunities in those spaces.
Shoots a fader, and with that, the Maverick lead is cut back down to 8 after they get the basket from Love.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen, Greg, great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And the Mavericks call time here.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Knocked loose. Kleba, the pass to Finney Smith. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Love outside. Here's Osman. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Garland. Mavericks with the rebound. Kleba's got 8 rebounds in this game. Fires the 3. Love grabs the board. Love's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Sexton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sexton's got 22.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Doncic outside. The pass to Kleba. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Listen, we all know Luka Doncic can score, but equally impressive to me is his playmaking ability.
Curry brings the double. Garland the pass to Love, and Love throws it down.
They'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And the Mavericks call time here. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. In for Ante Zizic. Outside Curry. And the layup is good. Curry's got 16 here in the second half. The Cavaliers trail by 10. To Love. Fades. Again, the Cavaliers score. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. Second shot opportunity. Now Sexton. Down low. Here's Love. Porzingis with the block. And the help. Kleba. Here's Finney-Smith. Wade is covering. Just on the clock. Porzingis passes to Curry. Again, Curry missing.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, if you really want to take that shot, if you've hit a few in a row, that is absolutely a heat check.
Mavericks leading by 6. 5. Smith gets it to go.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Now, here's Garland, guarded by Curry. Here's Love. Pass to Garland. 6 to shoot. Back to Love. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Boy, Kev, the gorgeous touch from Kevin Love. That just shows you how effective he is when he gets to his favorite spots.
Here's Finney-Smith. Doncic. Over Sexton. And it's Osman with the rebound. And the Cavaliers with possession here. They trail by 7. Pass to Sexton. Offline with his 3. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
We want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat them down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.